Hello beautiful people and welcome back to another video with me, Adriana. As some of you may already know, I am working on my relationship with the colour pink this year. You may also be aware that I have, let's just say, a love-hate relationship with blush. However, if you've watched my makeup must-haves video for 2025, then you'll know that I am currently obsessed with both of these blushes. I mean, I could be biased, but I feel like I've picked two of the most gorgeous shades from the range. The first colour I'm obsessed with is Freckle. This colour for me is very much an everyday kind of colour, and I just love the way it looks on my face. It's not too pink, it's not too in your face, it's very subtle. And then the next colour that I have is Toasted Teddy. This is great for when you go on a holiday and you want kind of like a sunburn look. That gives you that, but I feel like the combination of both of them as well works really well for my skin. Okay, so hear me out. I know this is going to sound crazy, but or not, maybe some people have already tried this, but I haven't, and I wanted to just see whether there's a way to use blush to just elevate your look. So just using this by itself, what can I achieve with that? I've never used blush on my eyelids before, so I thought, you know what, let's give this a go, because this colour is actually so pretty and I can just envision it all over my face, to be completely honest. It's one of those colours that just brings your skin to life. And adding it on, I thought, okay, this is either going to go one or two ways. It's either going to look crazy or it's actually going to look really cute. But this is what is fun about makeup. You get to try new things and just go wrong, go right, whatever the case may be. Not every makeup look is going to work, but that's what's so fun about this process. You get to try new things, new techniques, new products, new ways of blending. Like, the possibilities are endless. So I just wanted to gently blend this into the rest of my skin. I didn't want this to be too in your face. It's not anyway, because I feel like this is more of like a subtle pink, like a muted pink. You probably heard me say that before, but that's what it reminds me of. And as I did that, I felt like it looked really good. Just very natural, very simple, which is what I'm going for, because I want this to sort of be an everyday look. Well, a slightly more elevated everyday look. I think the really great thing about this process is that I'm literally using one product and a minimum amount of makeup brushes to do this. So it's going to be cost effective, it's going to be efficient, it's going to be simple for anyone who's a beginner, who's just trying to get used to having makeup on their face. It's also really great for someone who just likes to wear minimal makeup. Now that I'm happy with my eyes, I wanted to focus on my cheeks, and I'm pretty sure you can already guess which colour I'm going in with first. So I'm going to go in with that Freckle colour again, just because for me this is the most subtle but beautiful colour I think I've ever seen in a blush. So for me, I wanted to prioritize this colour within this look. I personally didn't want anything too heavy or too pigmented, so I only went in with a little bit of this blush, but you can feel free to build it up if you do want more of a rich colour. I know this next step is not for everyone, but I personally love a bit of blush across my nose. I feel like it just connects the cheeks and just brings the whole look together. I know I look pretty questionable right now, but I promise you this look is going to come together and hopefully you're going to love it as much as I did. So what I wanted to do here was just make sure that this was blended seamlessly. Obviously, I don't want all of the pigment to disappear. I want it to actually look like I have something on my cheeks, but at the same time, I just want to look as natural as possible. So that was the aim here. I personally like to bring my blush quite high up, so that's what I'm doing. I actually used to put my blush in the center of my cheeks, but after watching a video about placement and face shape, I've discovered that actually where I'm putting it in this video suits my face shape better, so I've just kind of ran with that now. So I would definitely advise you to look into that and sort of figure out where is best to put blush on your face, because it could be different to mine. And I would say definitely follow that, give that a go and just play around with it. But for me, I feel like putting it high up on my cheeks and slightly under my eyes and then sort of merging it into my eyes works really well for my face. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna see me blend in this video for pretty much the full duration of this video because it's so important to get the blend right, and I was determined to get this looking as effortless as possible. This part right here is honestly my favorite part of the whole makeup tutorial. I absolutely love blending in the blush on my nose. I don't know what it is about it, but getting that blend right between the cheeks and the nose for me is just everything. And I think at this point the sun was definitely approving, because can you see that glow? Oh man, it's everything. Ultimately you could stop here, but I wanted to just do a little something extra, so I decided to go back in with my Toasted Teddy color and use that to just blend it in with the pigment that I already had on my cheeks. I thought it might just add a bit of a sun-kissed je ne sais quoi, so that's what I'm trying to do here. I don't even know where I got the word je ne sais quoi from, but it just felt right when I said it. I feel like it's French. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. What I wanted to do here was make sure that both of the colours were well blended together. I know you're going to get sick of hearing me talk about blending, but guys, that really is the key to this look. No matter what blush you choose to use, because I know you might not choose to use the ones that I'm using here, honestly, blend, blend, blend. I appreciate that this look might not be for everyone because I blended so much that it was almost non-existent, but that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be there but not be there. I know what I'm saying makes absolutely no sense, but it makes sense to me. Like, as I was looking at myself, this was the vision I was going for. I'm going for a subtle elevation in my usual look. So I love a glowy, natural, simple kind of makeup, and this for me was doing exactly that. And just to make sure that everything was tied together well, I wanted to use the leftover pigment from the additional color of the Toasted Teddy on the other areas of my face as well. So how you just saw me go into my eyes, I wanted to make sure that the colors were working together and not battling against one another. You know, sometimes things can look a bit disjointed, and I didn't want that. I just wanted everything to look cohesive, and I feel like I achieved that. What I haven't said yet, but probably should say, is that skin prep is so important for this type of look. You want your skin glowing, looking rejuvenated, fresh, hydrated, clean, all the things. All the things, because that's just going to add to how this turns out. One place I don't usually put blush is on my forehead, but I've watched it in a few videos recently and I thought it just adds a nice touch. So I did that here, and as you can see, it just brings the look together even more. So now I wanted to go in with the blush on my lips, which actually is another thing that I don't do often. So I was like, let's give this a go. I wasn't sure which color to go for, but I think in the end I ended up going for Freckle, which is like my go-to. It's just a very natural, nudie color, and I think it will work really well on my lips. My lips are actually already quite pink, but I feel like this just brought the color out even more. And it's really weird for me not using a lip liner because, guys, me and lip liner go together real bad, especially like a brown lip liner. That's my go-to. I feel like that's eventually going to be like my one staple thing that I do all the time, but I'm not quite there yet. So for now, we're going to trial out this blush thing. And to be honest, I really like the way it worked with the rest of my face. As you can see from my reaction here, I was very happy with the way it was coming together. It's funny how something so simple, so basic, can just add a pop. Like, I felt like I looked so just naturally pretty, which is what I was going for, especially with my new hair. You know, this year I'm trying to embrace my afro a lot more. So I feel like having this natural but elevated look was really just adding to the overall look and essence that I'm trying to give this year and just moving forward. So I was very, very happy with the outcome and decided to do a little bit of posing for y'all. You know, once you've got the look, you have to have your little moment to just appreciate the work that you've put into this. But to be honest, this was very quick, very straightforward, and I would highly recommend for those days when you just don't want to do too much. but you still want to look good. This was such a fun process. I'm really enjoying experimenting with makeup at the moment, and I can't wait to do more of this. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely stay tuned because there will be more. I can't lie, I haven't always had the best relationship with makeup, but there's definitely been an improvement. I will link both of the blushes down in my description box so you can get them yourself if you want them. And if you take anything away from this video, don't be afraid to experiment. I will see you all in the next one.